Ever since I was about 16, 17 years old, I suffered from chronic stomach pain, weight loss, and this was brought on by a disease called Crohn's disease and also ulcerative colitis. I tried all sorts of things, medications, I had operations, and then even after my operation, I tried to look to diet and raw food and all those things, which were quite helpful. But there was one morning when I sat in my chair and I opened up Matthew chapter 8. It talked about the time where Jesus visited Peter's mother-in-law, and she was sick in bed with a really bad fever, and all Jesus did was touch her hand and the fever left her straight away. And then also it said that evening that there were many demon-possessed people who were sick, and basically Jesus healed all of them. And Matthew pointed out this was a fulfillment of what the prophet Isaiah foretold, where he said, he, that means Jesus, the Messiah, took our sicknesses and removed our diseases. And I love that. That matches up with what it says in the Psalms, where it says, do not forget all of his benefits, for he forgives all sins and heals all diseases. In that moment, I knew that Jesus took my sickness. That was a word for me. And I trusted in it, I received it and walked in it. Even though initially there was still pain there, I walked in that promise that God had for me, that he healed me. And then miraculously I was healed. Now later on there were times when I had symptoms again, but I always come back to that word. And I remind myself, not remind God, because he's already given me that promise. I don't need to remind him. I remind myself that Jesus healed me on the cross. And it was mine to receive, and I receive it.